Hello guys, you are once again welcome to Mathematics in 3 channel on YouTube. This is provings in combination, and if you are in junior high school, please don't make an attempt to try this question. You are trying this question at your own risk. For senior high school learners, you can try it at your own risk too, but however, you can learn something from this question. Today, I am proving n combination R plus n combination R minus 1 is the same as n plus 1 combination R. Now, what does this mean? Let me further explain this. It is a problem, mathematical problem, and we need solution. For you to be able to understand this, you must know what we call factorial. When you have 5 factorial, it is breaking 5 down by 1, 1, 1, or decreasing 5 to 1 and the next number to 1. So it will be 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So 1 free 5 make 4. 1 free 4 make 3. 1 free 3 make 2. Have you seen the order? We decrease it by what? By 1. Yet 1 free mu, and then we multiply it successively in order. That is factorial. You can also say that step -1 of a number in sequence. So please look at it well, and if you don't understand, you can just go reverse and check the video again. Now 20 factorial will be what? It will be 20 times 19 times 18 times 17, that sequence up to 1. But so I just brought the 3 dots to represent that it is too much numbers that I can't write it here. So it is up to 1. Someone can also say that 20 factorial is 20 times 19 times 18 factorial. And 18 factorial nangasana, actually say 18 times 17 times 16 up to 1. So it is the same thing. Even baby, you can write the factorial anywhere you want. You can write 20 times 19 times 18 times 17 times 16 factorial. 16 factorial naturally say 16 times 15 times 14. So decrease it by 1. So let me use variable to explain this to you. So n factorial is n minus 1, because we are decreasing the n. So n times n minus 1 times n minus 1, and you take away 1 from the n minus 1. So if you take away 1 from -1, you get -2. Make it a point. Now I change -1 to -2. Is just negative. Please don't be confused. So therefore we can say that n factorial is n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 factorial. So and also form aqua, so you get n minus 3, n minus 4 factorial, n minus 5. You can go until you get tired. So n combination R is the same as n factorial all over R factorial into brackets n minus R. Now if you will ask, why n factorial? What is this n factorial? You see n combination R, so the n is n factorial. N na C no S no, and the R is R factorial. R na C na S no is R factorial. So you have to take away R from n. That is in the bracket, because n no was and R no form. Into R no free n anymore. And here I think I have to bring factorial, and I forgot. I should have bring factorial. Factorial must be there, so n minus R factorial. Please, sorry for that. So the factorial means that we are multiplying it by decreasing it by 1. Until n minus R factorial be n minus R minus 1, like in that order, like it is 1. Please, sorry for that error. I'll rectify the mistake in the video, so please follow me, okay? I beg you. So make it a point not to forget the formula. So n factorial all upon R factorial into bracket n minus R factorial. May the question number be, so looking at n combination R, we can say that n factorial all over what? All over R factorial. So the n factorial is the small n on the C, and the R factorial is the small r in the C into brackets n minus R factorial. So I've rectified my mistake. My correcting me home. Plus n factorial. I'm dealing with the plus, the second one. Now R minus 1 factorial. Why? Because r factorial, instead of r factorial, no, r minus 1 and a c. So instead of writing r factorial, no, I write r minus 1 factorial and n minus, instead of n minus r factorial, no, make sure n minus r minus 1 factorial. So me de r factorial, no, and I'm the star national, and r minus 1 factorial, no, me double star I symbol, no. More r minus 1, so I am supposed to write r minus 1 factorial. Please, are you following? So the main idea is that n combination r, the n was n factorial and the r was r factorial, and then we deducted r from n and they were in a bracket factorial. And instead of writing r, no, I'll represent that r with r minus 1. So and I'm a data symbol not shown, that recycling symbol. So I have r minus 1 factorial instead of r factorial. And n, the n is constant. So the n is there on top of the c. So n minus what? N minus the whole r minus 1 factorial. And in my, as I make say, combination r minus 1 is shimu. And to make sure be a anchor r no wa. Instead of writing r factorial, no, and I can make sure r no, may the r minus 1 be represented. So please look at it diligently, watch it closely, and just think about it. You can also go reverse like 10 seconds and listen to what I said again. You get the understanding. So I'm trying to break the question down. Let me clean some portion and let's solve this with the lowest common multiple or the least common multiple. Now I have r factorial and n minus r minus 1 all factorial. That is my LCM. Why is this the LCM? Please don't get confused. Let me clear this page and write it. R factorial equals what? I'm asking you. R factorial would be r times r minus 1 factorial. Or bit matter as r times r minus 1 times r minus 2 times r minus 3 factorial. But me here r minus 1 factorial because na eno no come LCM no ho. Me the question never back na wankasa wasen ahwebim na wa verify. So r times is the same as r into bracket r minus 1 factorial, because I can neglect the multiplication sign and just bring the r closer to the parenthesis. Write this down so that you won't forget on the LCM. So this is the question, mature question beam. So the question is there. So that is the reason why I got r factorial. So that's r factorial, no, r minus 1 factorial bit me akum. Do you understand? And I also have n minus r minus 1 factorial. I'll try to explain that. But r factorial, you can go say r minus 2 times r minus 3 factorial. Even for that r minus 3, no, you can take 1 from it, who decreasing it by 1, who decreasing it by 1. Mind you, negative, not negative, free man. You are getting even more negative. Mind you. Into r factorial, and how many the r minus r 1 factorial, because na a n combination r minus 1. Okay, bibiako. Let's bring our attention here. So this is my LCM. Let's deal with the n minus into bracket r minus 1 factorial. Now, what is the meaning of this? How will we tackle this question? Okay, let's do some multiplication by doing distributive property. Whenever you have a parenthesis or a bracket, it's time for multiplication. Are you okay? Yes, I know that you are okay. Multiply the negative outside the parenthesis with the r. It will be negative r. My n is constant into natural n, no, I share baby n no one pepe. So negative times r is what? Negative r. It is just negative 1, but when you ask me to negative 1. And negative times negative is what? Positive. Then I attach my 1 to it. Into negative times negative 1 is what? Still 1. And then I bring my factorial. Don't forget to do this too, okay? So that is the reason why I am changing n minus r minus 1 factorial into n minus r plus 1 factorial. So I'm breaking it down. So let me change the idea. Now, since your n minus r factorial, or the left hand side, check left hand side, the n factorial over r factorial into brackets n minus r factorial. And I'm saying n minus r factorial, what my left hand side into my decrease n minus r plus 1 by 1. And to me, 1 free 1 be cancel plus 1. A back n minus r on 1. Then I'm the dot I plus 1. Please, are you watching? So decrease now, it will cancel out straight forward into n minus r. N minus r, no, so it's 1 in frame n minus r minus 1. What's be in frame n minus r minus 2 in that order. And to be 1 bubble be and also the factorial ever. But so one no n boy like n factorial b, but it is still multiplying. Please do you understand? It is still multiplying. So look at this diligently and think about how we are solving the LCM again. So here, let me expand the idea. So r into brackets r minus 1 factorial is the same as what r factorial. And more r minus 1 factorial, so on my right hand side. Please check my right hand side plus that right hand side. Yeah. Now, my LCM n factorial be called r minus 1 factorial no more. Ebe komu de on my right hand side no. And the right hand side no here n minus r plus 1. So n factorial we so ebe ko LCM no more. Ebe komu r pe tebe n factorial times r. Why? Because more n minus into brackets r minus 1 da. Ana n minus r I or brackets in the mono. And on n minus r plus 1. And I'm saying n minus r factorial. So me see one free my n minus r factorial. So it is the same thing. Please, the main problem is the LCM. So please check it again. You decrease it, okay? You understand the reason why me r into brackets r minus 1 factorial. No? And n minus r plus 1 and n minus r factorial. No? So me factorization n factorial be out because a common between the term. And I'm saying if I factorization beam r minus 1 factorial be out. Na n minus r factorial so be out. Now ebeka deben. I'm sure big square brackets and as a big square braces. Now I'm for n plus 1 minus r no plus r no in shame all over r times n minus r plus 1. So my try me big square braces, you know. Sorry, say me trademark na kata so. So n factorial about out. Aka deben. Aka n plus 1 minus r plus r. And I'm this time no I symbol no. So I can say that n plus 1 is n plus 1 now. But minus r plus r ebe 0. So my breaking it down, r plus n plus 1 minus r all over r into bracket. Me the dollar sign cry symbol na man what you say more. R will be cancel minus r no because r minus r is 0 and no be free much be n plus 1 and kwa. Okay, make it a point. So if you see n plus 1, please don't say why. It is because we just cancel out. The most important thing here is the LCM. Please do cross checking again, okay? Go back again, you understand it. So r na r minus 9 from, so I have r times n minus r plus 1. That is how I've been able to factorize it. So let's multiply back again. So this question is too tedious to the extent that you must do factorization and then multiply again. One is how obeting. Yes. So n factorial will multiply the whole thing in the square braces. Square braces here brackets now, so it multiplies. So n factorial times n plus 1. And one n plus 1 factorial. Because so n plus 1 factorial now 2 and 3 ma ebeka n nkwa. Anytime say LCM check be mu. Na just say n factorial bet me akọ n plus 1 factorial mu. Because say n factorial ko che n plus 1 factorial mu a we want free n plus 1 ma ebeka n nkwa. So n plus 1 minus 1 will be just n. That is the reason why bet me akọ. Now we multiply the r minus 1 factorial by the whole thing in that bracket. Don't forget that r minus 1 factorial we know and one etimi call r factorial anymore. Why? R factorial not 1 free ma ubenya r minus 1 what factorial. R factorial no o break na be r times r minus 1 factorial. And n minus r factorial no so no ebe n plus 1 minus r factorial dentia. So we plus 1 free on ma ebeka n minus 1 factorial nko. It means that n minus r factorial can go into n plus 1 minus r factorial. because we decrease. Please don't worry about the factorial things, okay? So that is it, okay? So look at this diligently, look at it carefully. See, we have n+1 factorial. That n+1 factorial and n+1 I will see na pampam no. n+1 combination r. And combination r no r factorial into bracket n+1 and our top no minus that's r what factorial. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please let me know your comments in the comment section. So once you please you can go back and watch this video again. Like my video and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Okay, so please go back and watch the video again. So comparing the side, you can see that this is our right answer. We are on our way.